And welcome back to Windmill here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Today we have a great competition in the mixed division with Smog rising in the white and LoL in the green. Again, Smog rising coming here, I believe, from the UK and LoL coming here from Hungary. I'm one of your commentators today, Corey Sostre, and I have Luke with me today. Luke, how's it going so far? How's everything been?
It's a good time. I mean, to be honest, I'm just excited to be here, you know?
Yeah,
like Windmill, such a famous tournament. I've been playing LoL for 10 years. This is my first time here, which I think is it's tragic, really.
Yeah.
Like, how has it taken me this long? No, to be fair, I was supposed to go in 2020. Didn't quite happen.
Yes.
But I'm thrilled to be here. The Smog failed to convert that one.
Just looks like a little bit of a nasty collision there. Coming back up though.
It's one of those where, like, as a defender, you're just looking at the disc. You don't quite know where the receiver you're guarding is, and you just sort of run into them. But yeah, the disc was a bit too far, so.
Right out of reach, yeah.
Yeah, as unfortunate as the contact was, I agree. Yeah, how's your tournament going so far?
We've had a great game here earlier. 13-9 win for the Panthers early on in the open division. Can't complain at all. As you see, LoL throws the disc away and Smog rising in beautiful position here to start it out. As you can see here, Smog rising. Say on the stack to push back a little bit more here.
They're right in front.
Ooh, it's just a turn. LoL with the opportunity here now. So pick up the disc. Start walking to the front cone. We're searching for options. Miscommunication there a little bit, but chucks it deep anyway. Is it gonna make it? It makes it there.
Not quite in the end zone.
LoL just looking out. Getting into better position. Patiently waiting. Jam it in. And that starts the game on a break.
Oof. Smog got to be kicking themselves though. I mean, they unfortunate overthrow on their first possession, but they were the absolute gift on front of the end zone for their second possession. They couldn't quite convert. That's what happens if you don't take your opportunities.
It really does, exactly. And even then, just having the possession on the front cone, like you said, working it all the way there, and then having to play defense and come all the way back. For LoL, it's a confidence booster, a motivational start for them. And for Smog on a break, not the best, but they're going to come out energized, hyped, and ready to go.
I hope so.
We hope so. We want a good game.
Oh yeah. we're just rooting for good ultimate.
Exactly. Like I say, it's always fun versus fun here. So we see LoL ready to go. Smog has some people out there still talking. Looks like maybe a good amount of their team getting ready to go. Interestingly enough.
Now the most tragic thing about this Smog team is the lack of one of their players, Gigi Morrison, who has commentated for Ultra TV in the past, but not able to make it this weekend because their passport went missing. So, hope you're having a good time watching at home, Gigi. Smog working it nicely down the middle. Nice option on this side. Up line! Up line. No shot to the end zone though. Looking for that reset. Looking around the back. Up and downfield so far. Far side. Comes up. Several Smog players underneath. And they do bring it in. So 1-0 Smog. Getting their first point on the board. They got very quick for the first point, but back in it now.
Right. Hello, everyone. My name is Dmitriy. I'm going to try commentating for the first time this time.
Let's go!
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a very exciting game. I played actually with LoL for about 1.5 years while living in Budapest. And yeah, they are a very interesting team to watch, I think. They have a few imports from what I've heard for this tournament because they were short on girls. And we'll see how they do.
Well, it's been pretty close so far. I think both of these teams more than capable of putting in some big points, going on a D-roll if the other team lets them. So just have to see which team is more composed in the moment, I suppose. Yeah. Big floating ball. Close defense on that first pass. Ball maintain possession. All close defense. There's the shot to the end zone.
And it was a bit too long.
Yeah. I mean, Smog had one of those on the first point as well. I mean, I hope both teams can reel in these shots. I want to see some exciting highlight plays. That's what we're here for.
Hopefully they will get adjusted and actually find their players in the right spaces.
The first few passes in that possession were really good.
Yeah.
Like tight defense from Smog, but you know, all found the gap. Smog bringing it. Swing to the near side. Behind the pitch player in field. Very spread out now, but they find an option under. There's the deep shot. It's floating. It's fading out on that far side and too far. It's the wrong edge.
Looks like the disc turned slightly to the different side than the thrower has intended.
Too much IO. That will give the disc back to LoL. Find the reset into the middle. Hammer. Wide open play on this side. Just about keeps it in bounds. Nice play from LoL. Reset. Looking downfield now. Oh, and a foul on the throw, but really smart run through block from Basketball. Just poached into the lane just for a second, and then gets back, gets the block, but foul on the throw. Will reset the stall count. Keep possession. Well, still a round break. Run through deep from Smog though. They're not messing around.
No, absolutely not. It was a very good heads up team. Ooh, just a bit too low for the receiver.
Yeah, Simpson stepped around on that backhand. Tried to accelerate out of the throw and throw into a tight space. Like the break side give go is difficult. There's the deep shot though from LoL. It's hanging, players underneath. Good block. Got up early, got a hand to it. Over the receiver. Nice high release backhand break to start off this possession. Finds the inside shot. There's the deep shot. Glasspool. Can't quite get there.
I was expecting a layout, but just a bit too far.
Glasspool is an athletic individual, so I too was expecting the layout. As speculative as it might have been, I wanted to see it. Another deep shot from LoL this time. Connects.
But it looks to be It looks to be out.
Ball is out.
Great defense, Smog, keep
And it
grinding.
is accepted by the LoL player.
It is a little tough to see the sidelines.
Well done.
Yes, especially on that other side.
Keep going, keep working
I'll tell you a
hard.
story about the lines on this pitch. It's quite an exciting one in the preparation to the tournament. Where we have a bit
We'll
of time.
save that at the end of this point as this disc sails deep, just about stays in bounds. Has a receiver in the end zone, but looks for the reset instead. Smog under some pressure now. LoL's defense is set, but Glaspool in the front corner will collect the goal and put Smog in the lead, 2-1.
It was surprisingly very, very open. I was honestly expecting a pick being called because he was just too open, but looks like a slight miscommunication on the defensive side.
So the lines on these pitches.
Yes.
What's the story?
It's quite. There were actually 2 lines just before the end zone, and 4 volunteers, consisting of myself and 3 other volunteers. We actually had to scrape them with brushes and dishwashing soap for about 2 hours, so that you actually can see that only one line. Oh yeah, you can actually see both, I think, on the stream, but one is a lot bleaker than the other one. So the one that is a little bit shorter is actually scraped with brushes
Oh no.
by 4 volunteers in preparation to this tournament.
Shout out to all the volunteers at this event, putting in a huge shift, get everything ready. Definitely couldn't do it without them. So a decent pull from Smog.
Ayden, tight now. Go left.
Great poach block off that far side handler from LoL's horizontal stack play. Smog do find the reset after some tight defense from LoL. Anderson with the disc now on this near side. Doesn't have anything downfield. Looks in field, finds an option. Sends the defender flying. And a pick has been called in the stack. Disc is back in. Finds an option down the line. Field with continuation. It was there, but the throw was rushed.
Unfortunately, ends up on the ground, so LoL will pick up and get the offense going.
Smog were never really looked all that comfortable in that possession. No, LoL were pressuring every single pass, making it work on the back, but not quite.
That disc just went
Too high.
upwards. Yeah,
Just a little bit of
too much float.
yeah, just a bit of lack of focus on that swing. I mean, the option was there, but just needed to be a little more composed. It's a bit of a gift for Smog.
Very close to the attacking end zone.
Looking for another break. Off the up line, goes for it. Defender is
taken
there
away.
though. Good defense. That was a difficult throw to complete. Like there was a deep poach on that far corner, and the defender was fairly close on the up line cut. So
I think the defender could see it coming.
So LoL, front corner of their own end zone. Finds a shot into the middle. No poach off the handlers this time. Can't find any options downfield just yet. Have to work it around the handlers. contact in the middle field, but player's not stuck.
Stay deep, Josh.
Another overthrow on the reset.
And this disc was actually thrown by one of the American imports of LoL for this tournament. So maybe just still finding that communication. I think her name is Lina. I chatted with her on the sideline of a different game.
Anderson now. Into the end zone. And Smog finally do get the point on the board. Took a few tries, but their defense was good.
That was quite a long point.
It was. I think LoL look a little bit dejected after that. They had opportunities, and even their defense was good. Like the first few Smog possessions, they were struggling. As a timeout has been called.
I assume it was called by LoL.
Should be by LoL. Yeah. And Smog very intelligently.
Oh, getting in the shade, finding some shade, and getting some water in.
Yeah. It is hot today. It's ideal conditions for commentary, but
yes. However,
playing's a bit rough.
I think it's going to be even hotter tomorrow.
Ooh.
From the forecast that I've seen, it's going to be up to +24. So it's actually very nice, but very sunny.
We're going to have a great time under the commentary tent.
But tomorrow it's going to be up to +30, so that is going to be sweltering, I think.
Hi, this is Vest. Me and my camera have been covering Ultimate Frisbee since 2012, and now I've been working with Ulti TV, streaming Ultimate Frisbee for you. And if you become a patron member, we can offer you more contents, especially those games that they are not live stream and they're happening at the end of the game. Half of it I can move and go in there and stream live. So become a member, go on Ulti TV.
A few words from Vez there. Please do check out our Patreon. Help fund the coverage of all of these tournaments. You'd be amazed at how far even just a little bit of cash can go. Multi-TV is very much leading the world in what can be done on such a small budget in Ultimate Frisbee coverage. Covering a frankly ridiculous number of events this year.
Sometimes even 2 events in the same weekend, like the last weekend I've heard.
We had French nationals and Swiss national coverage up there on the Ulti TV YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure.
At any time, live and on demand.
2 pitches this weekend, and then next weekend we've got London invite and start of the World Masters Ultimate Club Championships. Yes, just unbelievable amount of Ultimate this year. Haven't even gotten to the World Games or the World Club Championships yet. Smog open up proceedings once again. Big layout block attempted, but there's the deep shot from LoL. It's hanging. Players underneath it. But Smog with the better read. We'll get possession once again. Smog's momentum. Bounces off the hands. LoL's defense was set. They look for the reset, and it's a tight throw. Finds the coach. Reset handler. And Smog, like Glasspool just read the play so early, got into space, but missed the catch on the block. Good enough though. Smog get another chance.
still counts as a defense.
Oh yeah. Fastball going deep now. Likes the disc on the far sideline.
Just stays in.
Up line, another up line, and that'll do it.
And 3 passes along the sideline, and that's a goal. LoL does not look very happy at the moment.
It's so frustrating as a defense, just having the offense just push the disc up the sideline again and again and again. You know they're going to do it. You can see it coming. And if you're not there early.
As we could see on the replay, the defender was very, very close with defending the sideline, but
Smog punch it in. So Smog, this is the Smog Rising team. There is another Smog team here this weekend.
Smog won, I think.
Yeah, both teams are going to Worlds.
There are 2 teams that are going towards from Smog.
Same club. Unbelievable. Both in the mixed division. Not aware of any other club that has 2 teams going to Worlds. Ever. Not even just this World Championship.
It's an interesting allocation as well of spots, or I'm not sure how exactly it works.
I think the Smog second team at UK Nationals in 2019 came 4th or 5th? I can't remember. But a lot of teams in Europe in the mixed division gave up their spots because going to Cincinnati for Worlds is outrageously expensive.
Yes.
So Smog got the spot, but LoL shooting deep. Reeled it in, what a grab on the end zone line. There is a stoppage. There was a violation, as some of the Smog players were a little bit too keen to get moving.
I think the first call over there was a travel because the player moved backwards.
Discus check back in. Pop backwards as LoL set up their end zone set. Lots of movement and a tight throw into the end zone. Almost denied by the poach off the reset. LoL get one on the board and they needed it.
Very much so. Yes. Looked like the long shot was the connection from Varish Ovum and Peter Baloga Costa, if I remember that correctly. Usually known as Potter in the LoL team.
That's good info.
Both of them have been playing for a very, very long time together, so they know each other very, very well.
You'll have to see it. Veteran connection. Yeah, so as I was saying, the reason Smog have 2 teams at Worlds is a combination of them just being a ridiculously deep club. Their first team has been absolutely crushing it in the UK for a number of years now. The club has been growing and growing and growing ever since it was formed in. They have the year on their shirts. I think it says 2016. 2012.
Established 2013.
2013. Yes. But as a competitive club, I think 2015 or 2016 was their first competitive year. Before that, it was just contracts. They've just been going from strength to strength ever since. I believe that's Ackley letting the disc drop. On the ball. Down the middle. There's the deep shot. 2v1 in the end zone.
Taken away by LoL.
Good defense from LoL, switching onto that deep shot nice and early. Very deep vertical stack. Shits from the front. Close defense. Well maintained possession. Holsters the deep shot. Finds the inside. Up to the far side. Now the deep shot comes. It's low, but it just about gets over the stack. And reeled in.
Another score for LoL. 2 in a row.
That was some confident offense from LoL. So they've gone from being a bit dejected, calling that timeout, to picking things all right back up. 2 in a row. Questions being asked of Smog now. They look suspiciously like they're calling a timeout, but both teams are walking to the line.
I don't think so, yes. I was looking at that as well.
Bit confusing.
Is that a timeout, maybe?
I mean, LoL are ready to play.
Yes.
Smog are just sort of ambling towards their own line. No timeout has been called. So far, this really looks like a game of who can complete their deep shots. Both teams happy to play a bit of tennis.
Yes. Find their connections on the long shots.
Both teams are getting better as well. Like the first few points of this game was nothing but overthrows.
Maybe just adjusting to the wind, adjusting to the conditions.
This is the first game of the day for both these teams.
Yes, it is. From what I understood, with the Swiss draw, there is a round of open-end ladies games.
Open women's and then next.
When they get reshuffled, the mix is playing.
There's the deep shot from Smog. We knew it was coming.
Taken away by Button once again.
And this just hung. Didn't quite get out in front of the receiver. Ball bring it down. Around the back. Still nothing downfield. Good defense from Smog. Run through D comes. Looks like a strip goal.
Yes.
Very close defense. Like the disc was just popped onto that break side.
Let's have a look.
As the defender comes running through, reads the play. Replay, they both kind of get there at a similar time, so we'll see what they agree. See what position they come to. It is close.
It looks that the perspective is being offered.
Too close, send it back.
Yes.
Seems reasonable to me.
Hey, Graham, get tight!
This gets checked back in.
Joshua deepest!
Downfield option.
Joshua deepest!
Nice round break. And another one.
Go get it, Haley!
Too high. Smog are away. 2 upline lead passes in a row. There's the third. Hangs a little bit, but reeled in. And Smog get their 5th point of the game.
Slight miscommunication on LoL's side. The disc was just a little bit too high. It is a little bit windy. Maybe that affected the flight, and it was taken away by Smog for another score. Again, Smog suspiciously look like they just called the timeout, but just talking their strategy.
Taking the time.
Yeah. Getting ready to pull.
reset. Now goes up line, but a pick is called. Just before that throw. So just should go back.
Yes, and disc is sent back. As the pick has affected.
Oh, immediate hammer, you love to see it.
Ooh.
It is complete.
Another score for LoL.
That's an exciting way to end the point.
Yes.
I do like, after stoppages like that, just surveying the field, seeing where the spaces are for an immediate throw, and just immediately putting it. Smart play from LoL. Recognizing the space on that far side. Taking advantage.
Maybe a little dangerous with the wind, but it worked.
Well, the wind is coming from behind the camera to the far side of the field.
True.
So it is the easier direction to throw the hammer in. It will drop a bit more.
Yes.
But it was thrown quite high, so nicely done.
LoL is pulling. Looks like disc is being pushed out of the field and bricked. Gonna be brought in at the brick mark.
Taking out the hands, goes high. And caught anyway.
On the third try. Oh my god.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous catch. So now looking to get into their end zone set. Far side shot and Israel in, but there is a travel called because I think Spears caught the disc in bounds, took a few steps out of bounds, but didn't come back in. There is two lines on this side of the field. Maybe Spears thought they were comfortably in bounds, not looking at the right line. I think those lines are deliberate though. I'd like the ones by the end zone. Smog working on the back. Looking for a shot to that break side. They can't find it though. Still working around the back. Not much movement downfield. Finding the cut from the front stack. LoL doing really well to stop all of these end zone options. Smog finally find a receiver. Can't quite get a full hand around that disc.
Just off the hand. Oof.
LoL on the front of their own end zone. Find a reset in field. Outside now. Still looking it down that far side. Smog doing well to stop the deep options. That has been both teams' go-to play so far this game.
And oh,
got a hand to it, but
Looked like it has been caught, but ground stripped.
yeah, just lost possession on the ground contact. Unfortunate. Smog getting this back once again. Luckily with the around break, looking for spears, but
Too low. Just a bit too low.
nice idea. Yeah, the wind is pushing those discs now. Throwing towards that far sideline.
I think that's exactly what happened.
It was thrown quite high originally, but timeout called by LoL. Didn't feel like continuing playing this point. So, LoL looking to.
Hi, this is Vest. Me and my camera have been covering Ultimate Frisbee since 2012, and now I've been working with Ulti TV, streaming Ultimate Frisbee for you. And if you become a Patreon member, we can offer you more contents, especially those games that they are not live stream and they're happening at the end of the game. Half of it I can move and go in there and stream live. So become a member. Go on Ulti TV.
When the ad plays you off, when it's back, you're on. There's nothing really written. Everybody's still close. Ready for your duty?
Right. Both teams coming back after the timeout. So very long, grindy point so far, and LoL just wanting to compose themselves on this possession.
This is a boring. It's a fascinating thing, too. I'm not a final tomorrow afternoon.
So both teams have done a really good job this point of shutting down those downfield options. Definitely the deep shots. There haven't really been anyone free deep. So we'll see if LoL do the same thing out this time out. Bit of a side stack set up pretty nice in the middle. Good defense from Smog. Sticking one-to-one, managing to hold it. Actually with the block.
Taken away.
Good defense from Smog. They have to convert though. They find an option in the middle. Close bid. Smog maintain possession. Good line. Just behind the receiver. Nice look.
Looked like Smog could try that for the second time, but it was smacked into the ground for defense.
Smog, get the disc back and score immediately. None of this stacking up in the end zone nonsense. They just punch it straight in. So the timeout for LoL not doing the work that they needed it to. Smog just inch ahead.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
So LoL on offense, coach block from Smog. Ends LoL's hope of scoring on the first attempt. So set up their vertical stack.
That was very close.
Oh, nice break. Close defense. On the cut as well. High release flick to the back of the end zone. It's brought down. Smog just looking so good on that possession. Brought the confidence from their quick score last time into this point. Get the block, punching the goal. Questions being asked the ball once again.
That throw looked very, very good. Just a high release flick and into the end. Ooh,
Nice.
yes, very nice.
Underutilized throw. High release corner.
Yes.
Does take some practice, but as you saw on that throw, the disc was not released that high. It was like shoulder high.
Yes.
And when you go out and try and practice high release flicks, I think a lot of people try and throw them too high to begin with and really struggle keeping the disc flat. Like the higher you release your wrist, have your wrist, the harder it is to keep the disc flat or IO. So when you're learning, just start a bit lower, slowly increase the height. And, if you can throw comfortably above shoulder height, that's more than enough. As we saw there, like the shoulder height release point is usually fine, especially if you're being marked by someone who's squatting down a bit. As players tend to do on that.
That disc also had absolutely no lift. It just went completely straight.
It was such a big
Yes. LoL starting their offense once again.
No movement downfield though. Do find a reset. Kind of been looking for that though. This deep shot, but that's reels in nicely. No problems for Smog. This point. But they do need to convert their offense. Can't just get the block.
Just at the hands. Looks like she touched it, but
yeah, Life got a hand to
didn't make a
it.
catch. Yes.
Slightly weird situation for Smog because the throw was completely unmarked and no one was really making the most of it.
And that's a missed throw from Petra.
Low, a little bit behind. Smog getting another chance. They just work out who's going to pick the disc up. Side stack. Lad isolated in the middle along with... There is, my bad. Glass ball on the far side. Not much downfield. Being a bit surrounded now. High stall. Let's find the option though. Simpson with this now. Line. A bit too high though. Takes two defenders, but LoL get the block. Immediate deep shot. Stopped by the mark.
Still went, but just a bit too high.
Nice look though. The space was there. Just had to be harder and flatter. Or even more, not even flatter, like more roll curve so it comes in lower. Not too flat. team just about threads the disc. Really coach defender.
Stop drifting! Stop drifting! It's all going in!
That's a bad call.
Stay wide,
Stack's very far away, but Smog find an option. Ball for Stack in field. Pop to the break side. Continuation to the end zone. Textbook end zone offense from Smog. Gets them their 8th point and halftime. So good first half from Smog. Very nicely done.
Came out very strong, very quick. However, there were a few quite long points in that half. We'll see if the
Did Smog
teams...
come down with all? Or did LoL put in any of the really long points?
Not sure. I think Smog took most of them.
They definitely took the point where LoL called the timeout, which
Yes,
is a big deal.
which was a 3-1, I think. That's just what, yeah, 3-1.
It's very important to convert. If you're going to use a timeout, you really want to convert.
Yes. And both teams are hiding in the shade.
Good choice.
The sun is... It's getting hotter and hotter.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, LTV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond. We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, LTV, the best in the world.
Become a member
and fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond.
All right, second half coming up. This first round mixed division matchup here at Windmill between Smog and LoL. Smog having pretty comfortable first half, up 8-4. Taking advantage of the opportunities that LoL have given them. Just a few errant deep shots, some miscommunications and resets, and Smog have executed better than LoL have. It's not like Smog have been playing perfectly though. They've had their moments, they've had their miscommunications and throwaways. But overall, they are converting more than LoL are. That's really where the difference is right now.
Looked like Smog were not sure what mixture is being played, but players have adjusted to the correct one. The second half is about to start.
Still a little bit of a breeze coming from behind the camera towards the far side of the pitch. Decent pull, getting about slightly on the sideline, and Smog to run it down. Stop that first pass. For the reset. Glasgow was about to call foul, but it's a turnover anyway. Just as I was saying, Smog have been given opportunities, punching the moon more often than LoL have been. As Basketball finds the disc in the middle of the field. Pops it back. There's the shot to the open side. Not quite in the end zone though. Smog looking for that reset. Getting a bit stifled now, and there's the little pop pass up line. Smog start the second half with a break.
Very quick break, actually. Very quick conversion. Just a little pop pass. Looked like it might be going long, but no.
Confident play from Smog. They've been very good at shutting down LoL's downfield options at the start of LoL's possessions, and doing enough offense to convert. So they must be feeling pretty good. I mean, LoL were pretty toe-to-toe with Smog for the start of this game. They've let it run away from them a little bit, but I think they can come back. There's a chance, but time is not on their side.
I think it's just 15 minutes. 15 minutes left? No, 25, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, there is time, but they can't really afford to trade with Smog much longer. They need to punch in a nice quick go point and then start getting some blocks. There's the deep shot though. It's hanging a little bit. LoL reel it in. The Smog defender went up early, but with this come just a bit too much. And that's the confident offense that we need to see from LoL if they want to come back in this game.
Yes, absolutely. And that disc was actually thrown by one of the younger players on the LoL roster, number 54.
defensive point of the half for Smog. They're looking to punch this one in a similarly confident manner. That's what LoL just demonstrated. Good initial defense from LoL, forcing Smog to go backwards. Looking amongst the handlers. That shot line is a bit too far. LoL will get this back.
That's exactly what they need at the moment. They need to convert this point.
The immediate deep shot. Goes a bit too far for the bidding receiver. It's a nice look though. Space was there.
Looks a bit uncomfortable for him.
The ground is a little bit hard, so if you don't lay out with good form, it's going to hurt.
Also one of the younger players.
It'll be fine then.
Yeah.
No worries. Nice ball. Spears. Finds disc in the middle. Deep shot from Smog now. Disc is sitting high. Spears runs it down though. There's the pop to the end zone. And converted. Confident offense from Smog. Took them a few tries, but they get there. Missed opportunity for LoL there to really bring them back into this game. Smog on defense.
Let's go, Josh.
Looks like they're playing pretty tight one-to-one on this vertical stack. LoL once again setting up their vert stack very, very deep, looking to isolate off the front. That inside shot, but too wide. They have completed that throw a few times, but on this occasion it's just a gift from Smog. Most of their defenders not really having to do much. Just stand still in the stack. Looks like a deep shot, but
Looks like a foul is called.
contact down the field. So while poaching off this near side handler, Smog just working down the far side. Last ball to disc. Looking for a reset. Can't find one, but goes up line. Straight into the poaching wall defender. Very tight windows to throw that disc into. I'll get another attempt. Offense. Smog looking to bracket the front of his first stack. Force ball to spread out. Deep shot, wide open receiver. They find it.
Work, Harry, coming past, he's coming past.
They'll look to recover their offense. Shot to the end zone. They find it. Good work from LoL on that offense. Making the most of what Smog gave them.
There was Petra Horvat with the defense earlier. One of the very old-time players of LoL. Currently living in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
But still playing with LoL quite often, coming to many tournaments.
So did they travel from New Zealand for this?
No, no, no. LoL are based. Oh, I think she did. Yes,
Yeah.
I think she did.
Probably as far away as you can get.
I do know that there is a team from Brazil here.
Yes.
There is a team from Colombia.
This team from Taiwan.
Taiwan.
TTT, the next division. Hopefully we get to see them at some point this weekend. It's about as international a tournament as you can get.
It is one of the most exciting tournaments in Europe. However, there's quite a lot of non-European teams visiting it as well, which makes it just even more exciting to be here.
Smog field pull. Spears, shoots deep. Straight away, fading to that far side, reeled in. Not quite in the end zone though. There's the open pass. Smog convert comfortably. No turnovers this time, just straight in.
Very, very quick point.
Smog looking good. Good read on that deep shot. It's pretty bladey, but oftentimes those big roll curvy deep shots are way harder for the defense to read than the offense.
Number 9 there was celebrating the catch. She thought that she lost it and it's going to be a turnover, but there was a help from another player from Smog. Very nice.
Doesn't matter if you're the intended target or not. A completed pass is a completed pass. Oh, loyalty on the first pass.
Wow. However, it looks like a foul was called and it is uncontested. So the contact has been made before the defense.
The receiver got a hand to it. Good spirit. Cover that. Defense. That's what looking for range block. Doesn't get there early enough. Hammer to the far side. Ooh, wide open receiver, but bounces out of hands. Smog with a chance for another break. Back start. Running under at the same time, but find a quick pass. One's not on. Swing instead.
Under Sarah!
That throws too high. Big shot. Fade to that far side. A little bit of a tricky read, but LoL bring it down. Smog will be disappointed with themselves after that point. They had a great opportunity. One errant throw is all it takes. LoL punched in. I must say, Smog are working extremely hard on defense for a team that is up by 4 points. 4 points now that LoL just
I agree. But LoL had very, very nice offensive flow at that point after the turnover. Wow, we can see that layout once again.
Simpson getting huge.
Wow.
And Simpson was at full sprint, running down the pool, like the whole time. Not
He was
letting up.
expecting it.
Yeah. With this now, the far side. Spears in the middle. Smog continues to run back. Reset. Finds it. Swings to the far side. Field. Shot to the end zone. He's blocked though. Nice attempt from Smog. That's the sort of play that so often comes off, but LoL's defenders were close. Here, Jingle. Yeah, Smog did start to point. Ackley on the front corner for Smog. Looks up line and finds it.
That looks to be game. 12-6, the final score, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like they will.
Is it when the jingle finishes or when the jingle starts? I think it's when the jingle finishes.
I think when the jingle starts at the 70-minute mark. Because I'm also volunteering here as a scorekeeper, and what we have written is when the jingle starts is when the time is over. So finish that point, and that's game. However, it looks like...
I want to see it.
Yeah, sure, of course. Oh no!
Lame. Lame. Following the rules. I mean, it is going to be a small victory regardless, but LoL did have a chance to get the ball. Point on the board, maybe. They negotiated an extra point.
I would love to see LoL to play a little bit more. I haven't seen them in about 4 years. It's very good to see some familiar faces in the tournament. It's a great festival atmosphere. It's great.
Yeah, well played from both teams. Smog in particular coming up with the win. But stay tuned. We've got Open the Women's coming up.
Alti.tv